Hi everyone, welcome to Sean Burgess Fitness and thank you for tuning in to this Body Vengeance workout. So if you've been enjoying the video so far, I can promise you that we've got more great, unique content coming your way. So as you know, we like to try and target a different body part every single week. And today is going to be no different. We're going to be really focusing on toning the shoulders and we're really going to be trying to get that nice sculpted, rounded look. We're going to be using only body weight exercises to obviously try and do this. So if you haven't taken part in any of the Vengeance workouts so far, let me just quickly say at the start that this is going to be a short, concise 20-minute workout which you can fit into your day at any time. So whether it's going to be on your lunch break, whether it's going to be just at home before you start work, or whether it's going to be in the evening after you finish, you can try and fit this into your day, and it shouldn't really require you to do too much planning. You don't need a lot of, well, you don't need any equipment apart from maybe an exercise mat or a soft floor, and you don't obviously need to try and prepare too much. You know, you can do all of these workouts just literally in your sort of leisure gear. We're not going to get a massive sweat on, but we will be working hard and the heart rate will be going up. But these aren't about HIIT training. These are about making sure that you guys get better muscle toning results. So hopefully you can find a place for it in your normal day-to-day routine. So what we're going to start with today is a little warm-up for the shoulders. I'm going to do something called a scapular retraction. Okay, that sounds really technical, doesn't it? But basically what you're going to be doing is just pulling your shoulder blades back and down. Okay, sounds really simple, doesn't it? So when you do that, I want you to make sure that when you pull back, you don't shrug. Okay, so shrugging, as you know, is this. Okay, sort of thing that you do in a bad mood or if you've got a really tight neck. So we're going to try and do the scapular retractions from a push-up position, all right? And this is going to be our warm-up. So we're going to get into that position now. We're going to start the watch as well. All right, so if I go side on, you guys can see quite well. I'm just going to push my chest to the floor and then come out of that, hold, and try and repeat. We're going to do 10 reps. Okay, keep the arms straight. 3, 2, 1, go. So squeeze, push chest to the floor, and then push out. So that said, try and focus on squeezing in the middle of the shoulder blades, lower to middle shoulder blades, stopping yourself from shrugging, keeping the hips high so they level with the shoulders as well, so that your core is working the whole time, and keeping both arms straight. It's good. Okay, once you've done your 10 reps, I want you to go straight down to the floor, go out in front of you with your arms. So this is what I call the letter I. We're going to be lifting the arms up and taking them back to your sides. I call this the letter A. Okay, we're going to do 10 reps of these. Chin tucked in, look down. Let's go. So 1, 2. So every time you pull the arms back, I want you to be focusing on squeezing your lower trapezius muscles, your lower shoulder blades. Try and keep the arms straight as you do this as well. So again, you get that nice bit of tension into the back of the shoulders, and we try and keep it there. We try and harness that. So we're really getting all the tendons and stabilizing muscles around the shoulder joint working and just helping us do the exercises which are coming up in a better place. Okay, brilliant. Once you've done 10 reps, that's hard that looks, isn't it? We're going to go back into push-up position. Now we're going to do some rows. Okay, so I'll call this a renegade row. I like taking after what the Americans name it. So you're going to row, I want you to rotate, I want you to push up, and then I want you to repeat. Okay, I'm going to do 10 in total, 5 each side. So 3, 2, 1, go. Row, rotate, and repeat. So you've noticed that I'm rotating my feet as well. So you're on the balls of the feet, keeping the chest forward, keeping looking up. So follow the hand round. Try and get as much rotation in through the hips as possible. It's good. Last 2. Brilliant. Keep going. And relax. Okay, there you go. Very short warm up. Okay, so I only did 2 minutes there. You'll find as we go along, your muscles get warmer and you won't have any risk of injury because we're obviously keeping everything to a lower intensity in terms of the weight bearing. But it is going to be hard work, so don't be fooled into false pretenses. So the first exercise is going to be what you call a shoulder, what I call a shoulder lift. Okay, it's got many names. So you're going to be on or off your knees. I'm going to show you just now on my knees, just so I can give you a good example. You're going to go down on your right side into that sort of plank position. Forearms obviously bent. I want you to do a pulse. Okay, so what I mean by pulse is you're going to go down, halfway up, back down, and then all the way up. Okay, so I'll do that again. You go down, halfway up, down, all the way up to the straight arm. And we're going to be doing that for 60 seconds. Once you've done that, you're going to go straight into a forward plank position. And we're going to be doing some rolls going side to side. Okay, so just think you're going to roll over, back to the middle, roll over, and back to the middle. Okay, there'll be some coaching points and some slight tweaks that go along. So we're doing 60 seconds on the first exercise, 60 seconds on the second exercise, and then we're doing 60 seconds on the left arm, okay, on the shoulder lifts. And then you get to have a small rest. And the rest is quite small, up to about 30 seconds. So don't go too far, don't get too comfortable. And remember, we're going through this main round 3 times, about 12 minutes in total. Then we've got a core round to finish up with and a stretch, okay? Cool. You guys ready? Awesome. I'm going to set the clock. Okay, so 60 seconds. You can do these on or off your knees, but just try and make sure we get as much depth as possible. Starting on the right side in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So bounce and push through. So halfway up, all the way down, and push your way through. I'll do some different angles for you as well, just in a sec. So just remember, like I said, you can do this on or off your knees. Go off your knees. I don't mind you having your feet wider, so that's shoulder width. That'll give you a little bit more stability. But what I will try and enforce you to do is try and make sure that you keep the hands at shoulder width, okay? So just keep going. Don't stop, obviously, when I'm doing a coaching point. So I want you to just, listen to me in the background if you like. And then obviously just keep exercising, keep training. I will take breaks just to make sure I can explain all the exercises quite clearly. So you've got 5 seconds to go, nearly there. So remember, we're going straight into exercise 2, which is those forward planks. So stop, okay, and get ready. So go forward plank. Get ready to start the next one. Exercise that is in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So like I said, you're going to roll over the shoulder and then come back up. Roll over the shoulder and then come back up. So I want you to actually hold your breath as you go down. I want you to breathe out as you come up. Roll and through. Roll and through. Keep going. Deceptively tough exercise, this one. Let me just say as well, if you do need to do this one on your knees, there's a slight difference in where you can position your knees and your legs. So you actually want your knees, it's just a little bit behind the hips, because if we're underneath, you're in what we call a boxer position. That means your back's going to be a little bit too high. So we want to try and have the knees just kind of almost in line with sort of the middle part of your legs. And then from there, do the exercise. Let's get 5 seconds to go. We're only 2 exercises in and we're already starting to burn, aren't we? I know. So 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, left side, pulse and through. 60 seconds starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pulse and through. So it's a tough exercise for many reasons. Obviously, we're working a lot of the shoulder joint. The muscles will contract just really, really fast, just because of the nature of the movement, because it's such a short range movement. So everything will build up pretty quick in regards to lactic acid. And also, you think about it, it's quite a lot of weight going through your shoulders as well. You think all of your body weight is just going through that one shoulder joint. It doesn't matter what you weigh, it's like irrelevant. That is still quite a lot of tension going into that one area. So you'll definitely feel this quite a lot. But it's good exercise, you're doing really well. So about 15 seconds to go. Remember, it's 60 seconds on. You get a little break off this one. Bounce and push through. Come on, keep going. Bounce and push through. Doing really well. So 3, 2, 1, and stop. There you go, completely stop. So give yourself 30 seconds. I want you to just shake those arms out. There you go, stay nice and loose. It's not very long the rest, so honestly don't get too complacent. We'll be starting again very soon. Remember, when we start round 2, we're going on the right arm. We're doing exactly the same exercise. So it's that pulse, halfway down, halfway up. Try and control your breathing so you breathe out as you come back to the straight arm. If that makes sense, okay? Right, so we're going to start back on the right side. Seriously, I know it goes quick. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. bounce and push, bounce and push through. Try and obviously get as low as you can on each pulse and bounce. So you really try and get your chest to touch your forearm if possible. That's why I said if you need to, drop down to your knees and get a better range of movement. It might mean you're not quite working your core as much, but bear in mind that today is about these. It's all about your shoulders. So I'll sacrifice the core so you can get more tension build up in your shoulders. And then obviously off the back of that, we're going to get great results. So it's all about just isolating that one muscle group. Doing really well. So again, we'll do a few different angles. We've got 15 seconds to go. As I said, whether it's on or off your knees, range of movement is so important. So try and hold your breath, push through, keep repeating. 3, 2, 1, and stop. So remember, straighten to your forward plank. Remember, you're rolling, so your shoulder comes past your elbow. We're going to start this in 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So roll, back to the middle, roll, back to the middle, roll, back to the middle, and keep it going. Doing really well. Very tough exercise, this one. That's the first 2. Well, exercises 1 and 3 are. This is the second one, obviously. Keep going, doing really well. Time-wise, about halfway. We're just past, so doing really well. Remember, like I said, try and get your shoulder past your elbow. If you do that, you're going to feel these lateral muscle fibers working a little bit more. So it's just going to hit the outside of the shoulders in a greater way. So just try and get as much of a roll into the movement as you can. So 10 seconds to go, doing really well. Good, keep working hard. Got 5 seconds to go, let's do a few more, just finish it together. So roll, up, and stop. Okay, so yes, you know, straight into the left side. Get ready, start this in 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So pulse and push. So make sure the elbow bends, so the actual elbow itself lands underneath the shoulder, so it's directly underneath, not too far back or too far forward. And then from there, make sure that we straighten, fully extend the elbow out as we get to the top. Okay, so 30 seconds in, doing well. It's good. Let's try and keep those hips up on the left. So see the arching in your lower back. 20 seconds to go. Keep going. 15 seconds to go. Come on, guys, work hard. Doing really well. Just make sure we don't miss the timer. So we've got 5 seconds. Don't stop before the light. So keep going right to the end and stop. There you go. Right, so give yourself another breather. Take 30 seconds. I wanted to make sure that time that I didn't count you down 3, 2, 1. Because there's always that tendency, isn't there, when you know 3 seconds left, you just go, I'll just finish now. You know, don't worry about the last rep. So I want you to make sure you've got everything in. So I'm sure the heart rate's up a bit more now. I'm sure the lactic acid is building up quite nicely in those shoulders. We've got 1 more round to go. Okay, I'm going to give you about an extra 10-second rest. Remember, it's all of the same exercises. And then after this, we're going to move on to our core round. So this is round 3. All right, so well, I should say set 3. Actually, depends how you want to look at it. So we're going to start on the right side. In. So I'll give you a little bit extra rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. And push. And bounce. And push. Come on, keep going. Keep the chest forward. Keep the hips up. Like I said, depth is so important. Make sure you get as low as you can in every single rep. Make each one count. You know, every single rep counts. You want to try and have quality form, not just about the quantity, you know, so try and make sure you get the most out of every single one. I know it's the 3rd round, I know you're getting a bit more tired, but just do what you can. When you shake your arms out, do so, start again. Okay, bounce and push. Keep going. Bounce and push. It's good. Brilliant. Got 12 seconds to go. If you've managed to do this whole session off your knees so far, then amazing. Absolutely amazing. Because it's very tough. So if you can do that, then credit to you, because obviously your strength, endurance and fitness is very good. So stop there. Excellent. Right, so now we're doing the forward plank rolls. We're going to start in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So roll over, come back. Roll over, come back. Got like a nice wind going on today. Not too strong, which is good. So it can be off-putting, but just strong enough to cool you down. So that's really nice. Keep going. So like I said, get to the edge of the shoulder, roll, come back up, roll, come back up. Yeah, try and do what you can. It's good. Right, so if you need to go knees, do so. Time-wise, you're probably wondering, I'm sure you're getting curious. We've got just over 20 seconds left. Come through. Doing really well. It's good. Like I said about the knees, make sure if you are doing this, obviously you can bum your knees. The knees are slightly more behind the hips, okay? Otherwise you're gonna put your back into a bit of an uncomfortable posture. And stop. Again, no countdown. Last one, left side. Make sure you really put it in on this one, okay? So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Bounce and push. Bounce and push. Bounce and push. Oh, it's a tough one. Keep going. You will find, I'm sure you found this already, so you don't need to tell you, but you will find obviously the opposite arm will just be more fatigued now, because you've been working it the whole time. And the right arm, in this instance, has got to obviously stabilise you. It makes it obviously harder now to keep pushing up. So just that general level of fatigue, it's just going to creep in on both sides. Keep it going. Doing really well. So just keep that chest forward. Last 15 seconds. Finish on or off your knees. If you're on your knees, just push your hips back a little bit as well. Just keep a little bit of an arch in your lower back. Not too much there. And 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Brilliant. Okay, well done everyone. Right, so I'm going to be nice-ish. I'm going to give you a slightly longer rest. All right. So you get up to a minute now. Whilst you're having your breather, just look forward at the screen and watch me do the next exercise, okay? So we're going to do a straight arm side plank. You might not have done too many of these before in the past. So if I'm here on my right arm, I'm going to go into what we call a staggered stance, all right? So I want to have my right foot, so this one here, backwards, give me a bit more stability. And my left foot is going to be forward. All right, so from there, you'll see I've got my arm up. There's a reason for that, because I'm going to be doing some shoulder raises. That's my lateral raise, that's my front raise. That's my lateral, that's my front, okay? Once you've done that, second exercise, just going to be doing a shoulder press in the cobra position, just face down position. So go forward, come back, straighten your arms out, and then give me a lateral raise. So you're going to go forward through the ears, come back, and then lift up, okay? A bit like, sort of like taking off, a bit aeroplane-esque, right? So just remember, we're only going to do the core round once, but if you want to obviously do extra sets, you're more than welcome. So these videos can be expanded at your own discretion if that's what you want to do. So you can always do like we did in the main round, 2, 3 sets through, and just have that as a separate workout. And you can always throw these in to like your separate routine even when you're in the gym as well. Okay, right, so let's get started. We're going to go on the right arm down. Right, remember, right foot back, left foot forward. So get ready to lift yourself up. Look at where my hand is, so it's just in that neutral position. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So shoulder level, just in front, and repeat. So 1, 2. Keep it nice, controlled tempo. So a couple of seconds up, a couple of seconds down. The shoulders are naturally screaming at you by now, having to support your weight. So if you are struggling doing this, and I'm sure it's probably come up already, just bend your bottom leg. You're going to have to bend this elbow as well. And you can do the exercise with one knee, okay? So it's a staggered regression still. So you're still having one leg back, one leg forward, right? And you're still just repeating that same movement, the same motor pattern with the arms, okay? So you've got just over 10 seconds left. Keep it going. Just try to do a bit more together. That's it, nice and controlled. Keep it going, nice and controlled. And stop. Okay, so I'm going to lie my front for this one. Doing a cobra press. So we're going to start this in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So press, bring it in, straighten up, bend the elbows again, press, straighten up the arms, bring those elbows into your sides again, press out, extend the elbows, and just repeat. This is a really deceptive exercise, this one. It really gets you. Keep going. So a few different angles in this one as well. Just remember to keep your chin tucked in, elbows obviously tucked into your sides, like I said, and try and keep both hands off the ground. Okay, that's quite an important point as well. So we're here, extend, elbows tucked in, arms straight, elbows tucked in, press out, bring it back, and just repeat. Keep going. 5 seconds to go, in case you're wondering. Press, bring it back, and 3, 2, 1. And remember, we're only doing 1 set of these. The last exercise is going to be straight on plank, just on the left arm. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Take it away. Okay, so keep the hand level with the shoulder, especially when you do that lateral raise. It's a nice controlled movement, don't rush it. It's not a cardio exercise. Try and keep the head back so you're in that neutral position. Okay. Keep pushing the hips up. The idea here, being in this position, it's not just stressing the shoulders, it's also stressing your obliques. Okay, they're the big muscle group that sits underneath your bottom rib. Very important for your core stability. Really assist the body with a lot of important movements. So you should feel it there as well. That's really important that you just keep pushing up. If you do have any issues with your wrist and you didn't realise you did, feel free to obviously get in touch. We might be able to give you some advice on why that might be. So up to the side, out in front, keep it going. It's good, I'm pretty sure we're almost there. And 3, 2, 1, and stop. Fantastic. Okay, so like I said, we're only doing 1 round of those exercises. So now we're going to go into a stretch. We're going to do something called a cobra, or of your traditional stretch. So, apologies for that. This is the beauty of live video, isn't it? So, I want you to just have your hands underneath the shoulders. Apologies about that again. I want you to just look up, push up. So feel like you're pushing your chest upwards, your shoulders back and down. Okay, you should be feeling that stretch just through the abdominals, especially. So there'll be a bit of stretching to your lower back, but you should be feeling it more through your abs. If you can't straighten your arms, do that. Then keep them slightly bent. It's not a big deal. And then from there, we just sit back into a horse position. So you've got your hands underneath the shoulders, your knees underneath the hips. You're going to roll your shoulder blades back and down. From there, you're going to take your right arm, so this one here furthest away, through, and I want you to straighten that left side. Okay, so that's what we call threading the needle. Alright, so when you're threading the needle, you should feel this just at the back of your shoulders, stretching through your lats, stretching all of those posterior fibers. Really nice stretch. That's good, keep holding. Okay, and then come up. And I'll show you from different angles. Now we're going to the left side. So reach through on the left, reach forward on your right. It's good. Take your head through as well, so actually looking at that left arm. Keep sitting back as much as you can as well, just to increase the stretch. Brilliant. Keep going. Fantastic. Keep holding. Always want to try and get upwards to sort of 30 seconds. Some of them will be a little bit shorter when we do these. Yeah. You can always do extra again on your own, so a bit like the cool round. Right, now just come back into your box position. We're just going to finish with downward dog. Right, so one that you know I like to do a lot. Okay, onto the balls of your feet. Just lift up, drive your heels into the ground, and just stretch through your hamstrings, your calves, your lower back, through the top of the shoulders as well. Brilliant. Keep holding. Great work. Really drive your heels down. It's so important you get that position right. You feel a stretch in a lot of places. And 3, 2, 1. Just bend your knees. Sit back onto your heels. And back there. So it's done. So thank you again for taking part in today's body vengeance workout. Apologies in advance for your shoulders not being able to move too much tonight, but it was obviously great. You'll be loving it. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you've got any feedback for us, feel free to get in touch at any time. Remember as well that we do have a whole plethora of workouts that you can take part in on our YouTube channel, which is Sean Burgess Fitness. There's hundreds of exercise videos up there. We've got more body obviously workouts coming your way as well. And if you, like I always say, guys, remember to check out the other services and the rest of our social media pages if you want more information about what we do and how we can help you get the best shape of your life. Thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Take care.